Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 156 of the Holding Court podcast. Today, we're chatting about heading back to California for the holidays, a Facebook group I cannot get enough of, and I'm going to sell Justin out on something he did, and he doesn't even know it yet. All coming up right now on Holding Court.
Bum 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 bum.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
I feel the TikTok. I feel like I need to go down to your level here in the video. Can you get a little more erect?
My
For
posture,
me?
my posture is
Oh
not
my-
good in this chair. It's the chair.
Okay. Just making sure you're good. How do you think we did as, first of all, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everyone listening. How do you think we did parents wise, Santa's little helpers wise on Bo's second Christmas, which is crazy to say second Christmas already. But it happened. It's going by fast.
I think all things considered, we crushed it.
Yeah.
And by all things considered, I mean, sorry, this microphone feels close.
It's right in there.
By all things considered, I mean, like moving out of a place in Chicago on December 15th
Yeah.
and then hurrying back to California and trying to get everything set up and shop and plan and cook and everything that comes with it. I think we nailed it.
Yeah, that was a lot. And I am last minute. That's no surprise. But I think getting everything packed up. I want to talk about the move later in the episode, but getting everything packed up and shipping cars because someone wouldn't let me drive home this time. And he happens to be on this episode, but getting everything back here, the house, you actually decorated here when we were home for the golf tournament. So I think that helped a lot. You got a lot of stuff
That was huge.
done a month ago. So it looked like we are actually way ahead of schedule. And I kept saying this year, I'm going to shop early. I'm going to have things. No, I think I had to wait until we were moved to flip that page. I don't know why my brain just couldn't do both things at the same time, focus on the move and then focus on Christmas shopping. And here's the thing, we pulled it off. So will I learn a lesson? I don't know. No, I will say the white. Is that from me
Well,
or from being a dad?
I am going to propose something on here
Okay.
that we haven't talked about, but
Wow.
there
Okay.
will no longer be a post December 1st extension of the lease. December 1st is the end, not December 15th.
Okay.
That's what I'm proposing.
Oh, of coming back from the city we're in.
Yes.
Yeah. We like to extend. I think I enjoyed the holiday season in the Midwest. And I think it obviously makes it tricky if we want to come and be back with your family in California in time for Christmas. I think it's a scramble, but I think it was worth it. I think it was fun having time in the snow, doing a lot of Christmas things where it feels, I know if you grow up here and you grow up here, the holidays feel like the holidays here because that's what you know. But for me, growing up back near Chicago, for them to feel like the holidays, not the snow at the Grove or the Americana on the hour every hour, not the fake snow, the real shit, the real deal.
I mean, it was nice to walk in the backyard and have a little sledding ramp for Bo, but I mean,
Yeah,
you can always get to snow wherever you're at.
that's true. You can get to the beach and snow.
I mean, if we did leave,
Los
if we
Angeles
left
in the same day.
if we left December 1st, we would have not got to experience any snow. But in those 15 days, we got 20 inches of snow, which is insane.
Oh, yeah, it was wild. But No, it worked out. I think because our original lease was until November 15th, so then the extension of a month just naturally we could have asked for a half a month.
The plan was to win a World Series and then you have
Yeah,
those 15 extra days to, party it up in
celebrate and
Chicago,
not rush out.
but we
I
fell a
know.
little
I
short
think
on
I
that,
told
so
that story before where you've been on a team and I asked all the girls when their lease was up and they
yeah.
always end it end of September. And I don't know. I just think you got to manifest.
And then a bunch of people are scrambling
Yeah, trying
during the
to
playoffs, like, "Oh, where are we gonna go? We gotta move our stuff out," and it's like, this is, like, the most important time of the year.
you got
Like,
to check that box early on.
at least get your lease until, like, mid-October,
Yeah,
at least. I don't know.
you got to believe in something.
Yeah.
It's true. But it was funny. And I remember last year, Bo was so little. He was 5.5 months. And he was just a present wrapping paper ripping machine. I remember being very surprised that he was opening gifts. And then this year, we do the whole thing, which is so funny because
We should clarify. He would get a good grip of the paper and
I
hold on, and then we would pull the box, and it would therefore rip and open it. He wasn't, like, in there, like, tossing paper. Just wanted to clarify.
thank you.
Sorry.
People are, yeah. I'm so glad you clarified.
Well, you made it seem like he was, like, at 5.5 months, just like
A prodigy, a
yeah,
wrapping
like,
paper
no.
prodigy.
He would
No,
he would hold the paper, and we would pull the
I'm
gift, and then it would unravel.
I'm not one of those moms that and they're out there that will boast and brag about all of these crazy things. I'm sidetrack Sally, but I'm in this Facebook group that I joined when I was pregnant and it was July 2024 moms. I'm still in it. I could have an entire podcast on this group. And some of the women in there love to brag. They will say, my baby's already saying 100 words. They're speaking in complete sentences. They've been potty trained since they were 9 months. When's the parade, lady? I can't do it. I'm not going to say, no, I just meant I was surprised that he was alert and aware enough to even grab the wrapping paper. I don't
No,
know.
right, at
I have
five
no,
and a half months, yeah.
I had enough like nothing to go off of. I didn't know if even like opening presents were feasible. I will say probably the tissue paper in the bag would be more of like a baby thing where they can just grab and then they want the tissue more. But it's funny because he's so young. Obviously, there's no concept of Santa or anything like that. So when we wrapped gifts, which I will say we had most of the gifts wrapped 2 days before Christmas, the Santa gifts were out there. And we can get away with that now. But as he's older and we have to do that godforsaken elf on a shelf business every day, we're not gonna be able to get away with dropping the Santa gifts or
Kourt,
a full tricycle, bicycle, whatever that was.
you know that what's on the internet is on the internet forever, and he can go back and look at this, and he's gonna find out the truth about Santa.
I don't think
If he's
Bo
anything like
Jordan is going.
if he's your kid, he's gonna go back and investigate everything he can to find out whether or not Santa is real.
Don't you think he's just gonna Google or chat GPT, is Santa real?
Well, that wouldn't be your style.
Well, that would be the most efficient way. So I think that would be my style.
Exactly. That is not your style.
Anywho, yeah, that elf on a shelf, good gravy. That's really hard to keep up. I'm gonna have to, yeah, I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
when you
I
start
don't
doing
think I'm
that.
gonna be an elf on the shelf parent. I'm sorry.
And did they know if you're not? I guess they don't because parents act like it's this. I guess once you start it, you can't stop it.
I don't know what the point is.
Because
What's the
they,
point of elf on the shelf? I don't
so
understand it.
this is my understanding is the elf on a shelf is a spy for Santa, reporting back to Santa if the kid is good. But the elf itself, so you name the elf, it's like Tootie or like Pinky or like Sloppy. I don't know. Very strange names on.
Tootie was the first one.
No, honestly, I think someone's elf is named Tootie. And so Tootie would observe your child or your children in your home and report back to Santa if they were on the naughty or the nice list. But Tootie himself is very naughty. And so when you wake up, you have to make sure that Tootie is in some sort of a compromising situation, whether that's I've seen people saran wrap inside the toilet bowl and put a bunch of fake caca or stuff like I don't even know, or like put something in the
Tootie
toilet.
and caca. You can say shit.
I don't know what it is. And then or it's like spreading out flour all over the kitchen and then he has his little elf feet stamped through it, like little footprints, and then it'll say, "I did this today," or whatever. There's so many things which you think as a creative, meaning me, that this would be up my alley. I just the consistency of doing it every day. I hardly remember to take my vitamins. I have to put it on my to-do list to take my vitamins. So, having to think about Tootie on a daily might be a for me. But like I said, Bo has no idea. The only Tooties he knows are the
So
real
this is
ones.
like
So
this is a gimmick for like bad kids, for
yeah,
parents
because
to
I
try to
think
make them
I've seen the
not act
ornament you
up.
put on the tree that says Santa Cam, and it's a fake camera lens, and I think there used to be more primitive ways, or your kids could, I don't know, maybe just be well behaved and not need
I
a
don't want to
Tootie.
say that because then Bo's going to be a wild child
Whatever
maniac because I'm like,
will
oh,
be,
Elf on the
yeah.
Shelf, that's for terrible kids, and
But
then
then
you're
the
going to see
elf
my ass fucking hanging from a chandelier.
so so then he flies away or he leaves. You write a farewell note, and there were a lot of TikToks about moms crying, saying it was the last day with their elf and they're gonna miss it. And it was a really sweet experience, which I feel like as kids get older and you realize you're getting closer to the years of them not believing in the magic of Santa, that can be emotional. But I do think there are a lot of moms that are like, "See ya, Tootie. Don't let the door hit you." You know, it's a lot. It's a full time because holidays are a lot on their own, and then you add in the component of Tootie, and that's just that's a part time job,
Yeah.
especially if you're really getting in there and getting supplies and you want to be creative. And our friend just said today that her daughter was demanding more chaos and creativity from their family elf.
Who
And
said that?
Cherie just said it.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
She said my daughter wanted, bigger, bolder, wilder scenes and she had to deliver. So she's on Pinterest probably late at night scrolling and trying to, get all
Damn.
the supplies. And I think it's a 25-day thing too. It's a big commitment. So
That's a lot.
anyways, tangent of Elf on a Shelf. I think Christmas was really special this year. I think it's only gonna get better. And I
Well,
will
you got to give
mention
your update for this year on how Bo did opening gifts. We talked about last year.
he didn't care. He got downstairs and we walk over and he sees his thing for his Tony box, the little musical thing, if parents know. And we got a truck, or Santa got him a truck, and there's the Tonys in it. And he's very excited about that. Then he sees his little rocking horse dinosaur and he's a little scared of that. And then we got him to maybe open one or two gifts and then he wanted breakfast. He was over it. So,
Yeah.
which is fine. There's no yeah, but I will say it is funny, and this is one point I wanna make about our Christmas is I see so I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing this. I see so many houses on social media that are the perfect aesthetic. Did you see this where the wrapping paper and the bows and everything looks straight out of a magazine? There's just one little color scheme and you follow it. We have a very I mean, this was how I grew up with, of course, I'm sure everyone grew up, the different wrapping paper. The ornaments are all, we collect them throughout the year or they're gifted to us. We get an ornament every single year. And that was my favorite thing growing up. And now everything is so aesthetic. There's no creativity or personality and all of that. And I will say I'm guilty of that. If you looked at my baby shower registry, everything was very beige neutral because you have this thought in mind that you're not going to have any primary colors in your life when you have a kid. And then I will say, go look at our living room, our TV room, more color in there than is even on the rainbow. It's wild. So you can't avoid it. And I think maybe it's moms clinging to something that they can still keep that neutral aesthetic. And they're beautiful. Don't get me wrong. They're straight out of a magazine. I just think I don't know, and then part of me wondered if I should have done it that way, but I kinda like our mix and match Christmas ornaments and different things and different decor that you pick up throughout the years and things that are gonna be Bo's favorite thing that get put out every year. He's gonna say, "Oh, where's that little Santa figurine?" Or because I remember that too, certain ornaments, and they're all different, but I don't know. And then watch me next year. It's gonna be a very aesthetic Christmas now.
Well, it's
I
just
think I
funny.
like the I don't know, right?
It's funny because like your aesthetic for our home decor, this was pre-Bo, obviously, was very like hotel. I want our house to be very clean, almost look like no one lives there.
Yeah.
And like same colors, like everything pristine. So it's funny that you have that thought, which is like the opposite for the holidays. Like more like homey,
Yeah.
everything has a story. It doesn't matter if it matches or not because there's a story behind it. Um, it's just interesting, like because that's like the total opposite of how you
Yeah.
actually want the house when it's not Christmas.
I don't know. Maybe it's thinking of growing up and having those different items, those different things that you look forward to, or thinking that Bo's gonna like certain things. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you used to look at this is what used to bother me in our kitchen when it was all the white kitchen, the beige kitchen. I used to get mad that there was a red wine vinegar bottle on our counter because of the dark red color, or if there were apples
Yeah.
in or oranges in our fruit basket, it would bother me. And so if I ever did a photo or I was doing a brand post or whatever, I would sometimes pull it out of the background because it was bothering me. And look at us now, baby.
You got it all. There's
Take the
a
rainbow.
tray of Christmas cookies with 1,000 sprinkle colors on the
Yeah. And
kitchen counter right
I
now
think
that Bo did for
you just got to lean in
Christmas.
and listen. You can find every single baby item in a neutral color if you want, but I don't know. It's not, I don't think it's worth the fight.
Kids change you.
Yeah, it's not worth the fight, and he loves it, and it just is what it is. I think
We finally got through all the Christmas stuff though.
the presents,
Yeah.
there's still a few under the tree.
Well,
We're taking our time. I don't want the holidays to be over.
that's a niche. That was a niche reason for that we won't get into. But yeah, there are still a few under there.
True, true. But yeah, I don't know. We'll update you next year on where we're at, but those are kind of my reflective thoughts on
We also didn't have time. Like
for
if we wanted to make
do
everything,
a Ralph Lauren
yeah,
Christmas.
yeah.
Oh, I could have pulled it
We
off.
also have a bootleg tree that we just put up, so it. Never mind. I'm not even gonna go on that. Like we need a new tree.
Our tree is sad, but it's
Yeah.
okay. We weren't here for holidays for years and years and years and years and years.
I
So
know.
the tree used to just be a formality and a box check of we have a tree up
It was like to show that there were lights on inside the house through the front window.
yeah, we didn't want people to be disappointed because we would decorate so all out and then years when we weren't here, we didn't want people to be disappointed. It's like Christmas with the Cranks when they don't put up Frosty.
Yeah.
They needed Frosty and they were holding everyone in the neighborhood accountable
Yep.
for the decoration. But
Yep.
yeah. Well, I got to dial it back and talk about our move because you mentioned it a little bit, but I will say so leading up to the move, and this is a long time obsession of mine that I feel like I need to just come clean about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Oh, maybe
you
I
do.
don't know.
So if you are all on Facebook, which I know it's
Not.
kind of become a parent thing or people from your high school thing, but I still have an active Facebook account and I have long been obsessed with a group that I think I discovered it from my mom joining it because it's right up her alley, but discovered a group called Buy Nothing. And if you are not familiar with the Buy Nothing world, I'm going to give you a quick rundown and invite you in. Magic.
To all of your husbands, I apologize.
Okay. So whatever city you're in or town, if you're in LA, there's, the little subsects of the population. So you would join the beach city one, the Manhattan, the Hermosas. You could join the San Fernando Valley one. You could join the Long Beach specific one, whatever. If it's a bigger city, they'll have smaller ones. So you join a group, and there are rules when you join that you have to agree with, and those admins will come for you. So follow them. Basically, you post something that you want to give away. You can't charge for anything, whatever. Or you can post that you are looking for a certain item. I mentioned the Tony box. You could go on there and say, does anyone have any Tony box figurines that your kids are over and you want to give away? Does anyone have any, I'm trying to think of useful items here. Does anyone have
Baby bottles.
any baby bottles that you're giving away? And you post, and there's some codes, there's some little abbreviations. You could put PPU, porch pickup, which became very popular after the pandemic, obviously, the no contact. FCFS, first come, first serve. A lot of little things on there that the regulars get
You're a
used
little
to.
coder now because
I know. I'm in there. So basically, you post your shit that you don't want, and you hope that someone will walk up to your porch and you don't have to engage with them, and they will take your shit off your hands, saving you a trip to donate it, saving an item from going in a landfill. Basically, the phrase one man's trash is another man's treasure that comes heavily into play and was probably the inspiration behind this magical group that I am so obsessed with. But this group is not always used in the way that I would envision it. There are a lot of wild things that go on in this group. I'll just go back to when I first used it. So I joined this group in Boston when we lived in Brookline, and we were moving out, and there are things that we don't want to put in storage. Maybe they're perishable, or we just won't need them. We didn't use them and thought they would be useful for someone else. So
or they were like niche items just for that place that were like,
yeah,
oh,
true.
this is
It
like
could be like a Boston specific item or something that only fit in that house that we had to buy because the house didn't have XYZ.
right.
So I think in Boston, I don't know, it was good things, you could do extra linens, some clothes that you don't need.
Spices.
We did, like extra like olive oil and vinegar, that red bottle that ruins the aesthetic of my kitchen, spices. I think I had a bunch of teas that were unopened, a lot of unopened stuff that we gave away. Sometimes there's, I don't know, it could be, oh, we had all of our Halloween decorations that we only put up for a couple days, and you packaged them up perfect, and you basically post it. And I don't know if my items are just good, but our stuff gets claimed immediately. And then you message the person and you give your address to strangers on the internet. But of course, we were leaving this place. So there's no real harm, I guess, in me posting our address, and then we're out of there. So, like, can't come and say hi next week. See ya. But basically, I don't want to do the interactive part. So I do the photography. I'm the Annie Leibovitz of the Buy Nothing group. I do the photography, I post, I coordinate the pickup. And the people tell you, okay, I'm coming right now. I'm walking over, I'm biking over, I'm training over, I'm whatever overing. And Justin our rental, it was like the Full House. It was very tall and skinny, but it was
north and south,
5 floors.
This was in Boston.
So he's going down, down, and he's just getting these things out. I'm labeling them with a Post-it, whose name, what pickup time. And obviously it's a non-contact porch pickup, but Justin was down there just bringing up items, and it was almost like the Looney Tunes cloud of dust when there's chaos. He would almost walk out and there'd be that crazy dust, and then the item was just poof, gone. It was so fast. I couldn't get things down to him fast enough. It makes you start to question, I could get rid of everything in this damn house. And it's just it's a wild world. But there's some setbacks. There's some things that happen on the Buy Nothing group. There's some wild items. And I like to think that I'm not giving things away so I don't have to walk to my trash can. Like, I'm giving away items that I think are useful and meaningful, and in Chicago, we had a lot of baby stuff that we gave away, and a lot of just stuff that yeah, like overstock. We had, like, 4 or 5 packs of diapers, brand new, unopened, that we weren't gonna travel back with because Bo grew out of them. We had a lot of clothes, shoes, we
Baby
had
toys.
bows. Yeah, a lot of the baby playpen thing that just didn't make sense to put in storage because he's walking and is not gonna be contained next year, and it would just take up room in storage. Um, I don't know, and everything I'll say this before I get into, like, the crazy people in the group. I love the concept of this group because I think it is so useful. So, like I said, things don't end up in a landfill. People need stuff. There were moms that wrote me saying, I'm normally the one on here giving stuff, and I'm embarrassed to be on here taking stuff from you. I hope don't think of me as like because she was claiming a lot of my stuff. And she kept saying, do you have anything else? I'll take it. My husband and I are struggling right now. Normally, I'm the one on here. I'm donating, I'm helping others. And I was like, you don't have to explain. Like
Right.
I'm helping you. So that makes me feel good. And you're helping me by taking these things off my hands
I met her. She was great.
and making our move a
Yeah.
lot easier, those sort of things. It was and again, like thinking of more things, like there were books that I had already read. Um, yeah, just different things. But there are some wild ones. And do you want to say some of your favorites that I've told you about? Or
I mean, the food ones are incredible. I'll let you explain the food.
my hometown one, bless it, which I'm breaking the rule. You're only supposed to be in one buy nothing in the country at a time. And I was in my hometown Indiana one and I was in the Chicago one. Someone had a crock pot of chili that they
This
said
is
their
incredible.
family didn't like. It said still warm. And I'm thinking, okay, I get it. A meal is a meal. And people were fighting over this in the comments. It was the wild, wild west. They were going crazy. And then it got picked up like the Looney Tunes scramble, scramble, poof, it was gone. The pizza, someone said they ate half of a pizza and they didn't like it. And then there was a whole, how people read the Venmo, like people read the Venmo feed and see like who's paying their husband for all the stuff. Like this is my new Venmo feed, like the Buy
Yeah.
Nothing group. So the lady was like the guy was like, half this pizza is already eaten, but if you want it, you got to get her by 5:30. There was this mad dash, and this person was giving a play by play of like all the ways they were like in traffic, like trying to get there, like planes, trains, automobiles. And again, like what's the line of what you give away on buy? Because yesterday, my hometown one, there was the bottles of soap, like the soft soap or like whatever, like the hand soap you have in your bathroom, your kitchen. It was a bottle and it had a little sticker with a reindeer on it. I'm assuming it was the holiday edition. And a comment said, "Is that empty?" And the lady said, "Yes." And it said porch pickup. So is the juice worth the squeeze on an empty soft soap that's been used?
It was a collector's item.
But
There was a reindeer on it.
or does she just need to locate her recycling bin? And then she popped up with a planner, a 2025 planner, like just a little like the checkbook style one, not like a nice, leather bound book or anything that maybe use the paper for, just a tiny little 2025 planner. What are you going to plan your next single day out? Just plan out New Year's
3
Eve.
days left of the year.
So I think some people are missing, and I don't want anyone to like give me shit because I'm not like coming down on people for like them like needing things. Like I just what's the line of what should go on there and what should just go in the trash?
It's pretty entertaining, I'll say.
No, it's wild. I mean, I've seen a cat litter box on there and the person's like, I'm not going to clean it. You can come get it and you can clean it out if you want it. Like, is it worth me scraping your cat's hardened shit out of a litter box? Maybe it is. I don't know.
Your mom is all over this thing, so
She loves it. Oh,
yeah.
and then I see her claim stuff and I'm like, Tyne, do we need this? Do we need this? Honestly, like, she'll say that I'm only in the hometown group to see what she's claiming, which is probably 90% true, and the other 10% is
Probably 99% true.
But I don't know, are you guys in a buy nothing group, or are you I love it.
No, I'm not actually.
I'm I'm proposing that to the listeners. I don't know. What do we think? Like, what's worth it to be like, what will you drive across town for, I guess?
Again, husbands, I apologize.
If I if I introduced you to a world that you didn't know existed, or okay, here's the thing about the husbands. It's same with Facebook Marketplace. Like, the husbands have to go get the shit. Which I used to work events and I would get stuff and I'd get like nice sneakers when I worked like marketing things, or I would get certain promo items and I would flip them because I needed bill money and rent money and all this. So like I used to meet people and sell things on, I think it was Craigslist. It was not Facebook Marketplace. And I would just say, meet me at this Starbucks during broad daylight. So
Right.
you're not like coming for me. But now that I am married, you are my buy nothing liaison.
I will say that, yeah, I take everything out to the porch, and I see a lot of the people that come. It's not a lot of husbands come to get it,
No.
but you did notice a trend on women claiming things versus
Oh, I found a good one.
the men claiming
I found a
things.
good one. Half a head of red cabbage anyone purchased today and only needed a quarter of it. I don't want to show this lady's name, but there it is. A half head of cabbage. I guess it goes on the line of like trusting other people's kitchens and food preparation.
Right.
But that, like, I'm not even like eating at a potluck or anything. I have so many saved on here. I
Well,
didn't
it's not like that's not
This one,
like
toilet paper rolls, not the highest quality, but it got the job done. And then it's like they're just sitting there on their shitter. I mean, guys, if you're not in this group, like, screw the Netflix and Hulu. This is your I have so many saved. I
it's
have
one
everything on
thing.
my phone. I
It's
can't
one
get
thing
enough.
if it's like family, right? Like my sister the other day was like, "Hey," she bakes a bunch of stuff, cakes and cookies and cupcakes. She's like, "Hey, I needed like half a cup of almond milk um, for a recipe."
Oh, here's a good one. Duck mask would like gone soon. See, that one I can get behind. If you guys are only listening on audio, you're missing out. Okay, sorry.
But yeah, she's like, "I only needed like half a cup of almond milk, so I bought a whole thing of almond milk for this recipe." But like, she's like, "You guys drink almond milk, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." So she brought up the almond milk, but like, it's my sister. Like, this is just random strangers. Like, "Hey, only needed a half of cabbage. Who wants
Yeah,
the
I don't
rest?"
know. And again,
I
I'm
don't know
not
if I'm
coming
trusting it.
down on needing that, meal or something to get you to the next day. That's not it. It's like I just don't know what yeah, I don't I think a lot of these people are just trying to get get rid of stuff. I get the head of cabbage not being wasteful, and someone claimed that shit. Someone enjoyed that half head of cabbage. So, I don't know. I love it. I can't get enough. I'm obsessed. It made our move so much easier. It was such a feel good thing. And even Karina, our nanny, she was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna put stuff in storage. I'm gonna bring it." And then I think she was so inspired by these people that were coming by. She was coming up with things to do and buy nothing. And we had a whole system going and it was really sweet. And, she met a few of the people that came by. You were talking to a few of the people that came by. And it really is a nice sense of community. I just think there are some people that maybe are like a little like crossing that
Well,
fine line
the
of
men and the women are
oh
completely
yeah, yeah,
different
yeah,
on
yeah,
there.
yeah. You mentioned the men. Okay, the men sucked. So I had stuff on there, like really nice stuff. Like I had a purse on there that was unused, that was just like not my style, that was given to me. And I knew this was gonna be a hot ticket. I knew right when I put it on there, I was like, this thing is gonna just go light up everyone on this group. And it did. And the guy claimed it first, and I had the first come, first serve. And I always say comment what time you can come, and whoever says the earliest time that's you. The guys, they would say, "I can come next Saturday." Bro, I'm not here next Saturday. I'm not like trying, like, we're not booking an appointment, the dentist. And then they would flake. There were
Yeah,
so many people. You made Fort Bow in the basement with all this PVC pipe. Oh,
and
that was another good one.
the connections.
Yeah. So tons of PVC pipe,
So there's
barely cut, like
elbows and T's
yeah,
and
which is
connectors and
that one was such a hot ticket, but it was obviously all the men that were claiming it, and they wanted to come get it in a week.
yeah.
No, you want to come right now. If you say you're walking over to my house, it is
Well,
yours.
to be fair, the one guy, he said his car broke down on the way to pick it up.
Yeah, that one I actually
And we're
almost
like,
started crying because he said his car was giving him trouble
Yeah.
and he had to pick up his kids from school and it was really cold out. To be fair, we were doing all this and it was the coldest, snowiest, iciest day
Oh,
of the
was it
year.
icy? It was? I didn't know it was icy out there. Wow. Car to prove it.
This was when Buy Nothing got fully derailed in the Turner house. I just hear a sound. Got the tape.
Gather
Got the
yourself.
tape.
Gather yourself.
Do you want to tell this story? You were the only one there.
So, yeah, as I mentioned, those 15 days of December, 20 inches of snow, a lot of ice. We had a stoop that was what 5-6 steps that you had to go down to get to the street, and a lady was coming in and I had a box and like a hula hoop and like a bunch of Bose toys, right? And I'm like going down the steps like to get it, and I just hit a patch of ice on like the third step, and I was like feet over my head upside down, like just like down the steps. And the lady was like, "Oh my god!" And I like handed her the box, and I handed her the hula hoop, and I just went inside, and I was like,
and then I go out there, and she's like, "It was really bad." I was like, "Yeah, I heard it." And she's like, "I can't lift anything because she was really pregnant or just had a baby or something." So her son is, and we're like trying to get all this out.
I'm in the house, like
And you were like,
my back's all scraped up, my elbow's bleeding, like
you were like, "We are never extending."
I was like, yeah,
December.
what a
Should've
great
been on it.
idea.
Yeah.
What a great idea. Extend the lease into December so we can move out in the snow.
I was like, here we go. Here we go. There was going to be a point when you said something.
We could have moved out on
Oh my
October
gosh.
15th when it was like 75.
It was really
Perfect.
beautiful in October. Oh my gosh. I can't. I
Yeah.
can't.
I
Oh my
got
gosh.
a battle scar from it. So
Honestly, like, but what? Okay. What a journey. Anyways, send me your Buy Nothing favorites. I want to know if people are in this group, if it's a thing, if people love it. If
or
not,
if you're
join it.
looking for entertainment, just join one for the fun of it.
Yeah,
like you're gonna see some shit.
Like I said, no need to pay Netflix. This is gonna be your entertainment. We do, before we go, I want you to tell what happened. So we moved out of the house. One day we had a zoo of a day, which it was fine. It ended up being great. We had our furniture pickup. Kourt Furniture came and got all the furniture, which lifesaver. And then we had a moving company come in and get all of our bins and boxes of everything. And that was huge. But it all happened in one day and there was a lot of chaos. And we were leaving literally that night to fly home. We're flying home. I don't even know. We had a flight at like 5:30. And you made a grave mistake when we were packing up everything.
Yeah, it was not good. We had shipped our cars home, and they got picked up on Saturday, and we were flying home on Monday, which is when these movers were coming. So I got a rental car because we were running a bunch of errands, and I was going to drive the rental car to the airport, drop it off, and then we were going to get on the flight.
Yeah.
So the movers come, they pack everything up, load up the truck, and I mean, they stack this thing like Tetris, right?
Beautiful.
Like it was boxes and
Stunning.
insane. Well, they leave, say thank you, give them a tip, like they were awesome. They leave. I have to go run an errand. I'm looking all over the place for my keys.
Keys. Necessary item.
The rental car keys were in a pair of pants that I ended up packing up like last minute and threw in the box.
They were your snow pants.
They were my snow pants.
And the thing, like, first of all, I was like, why didn't you like bring them with it? Like, I had this thought of like, oh, why'd you like store them? And like, what if we go somewhere and it's winter weather? But you would put them in the like about, you knew exactly where they were at least.
Right.
Sorry, Mooney's very excited.
And Mooney's going crazy. I don't know what's happening. Yeah. So, anyways, they leave, and I'm like going to find. We can't find the keys. Can't find the keys. I'm like, oh my god, I think I left them in my snow pants that I packed. So I called a guy, and he finally comes back, and he's like, "Where do you think you packed them?" And I was like, "I think they're in this black bin with the yellow top that was in our bedroom." And he's like, "Wait, in your bedroom?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes,
Bro.
"That was one of the first ones we put in, so it's all the way in the back of the truck." So
of course, it wouldn't just be right in the front.
So these guys unload the truck.
Well, they were because they were already so far away in traffic. Oh my gosh, it took them like
they were almost to the storage place.
Yeah.
So they unload the truck in the middle of the street. I mean, they put blankets down and stuff. Unload the truck in the middle of the street. They're going through it. There was 4 bins that were black with yellow lids in our room.
Which that was the saving grace, was
right.
That
At least we
just
knew
one of the cardboard boxes,
right.
Which they labeled everything, but still.
Yeah. So I was like, they found the first one. They pulled it out. I'm like, oh, please be in the first one. I open it up. Nope, not that one. They find the second one.
Corinne and I are watching through the window, by the way. We're standing up on the couch and just like peeping out, cheering you guys on for this scenario.
Yeah. So they find the second one. I'm like, please be this one. Open it up. Nope, it's not that one.
Meanwhile, in the middle of all this, a buy nothing pickup happens too. So you had to manage that.
That is. Yeah.
That was beautiful.
And that lady was so sweet. She was talking to me. She actually won our giveaway playoff tickets.
Yeah.
And she was like talking to me, and I'm like one eye on the truck trying to spot this. Our car keys, and like half in the conversation. So I'm so sorry if you felt like I was rude to you. I wasn't being rude. I just so concerned about finding our rental car keys.
Yeah.
Anyways, they had to pull down another whole row of stuff to get to the next 2 boxes. They pull it out. I find the snow pants. I pull up the snow pants. I'm like going through them. I'm like feeling it.
We saw you patting them down, and the looks on their faces. I'll never forget it.
Well, they weren't in my snow pants.
I know.
And I was like,
we were
no
shocked.
way. They're not in there. Like, what?
So I immediately started going out to the garage. We have to get back in the lab and figure this out. We got to go somewhere else.
And then I was like, wait. I had like a fleece lined shirt on as well, because it was cold. So I grabbed the fleece lined shirt, and sure enough, like they were in that pocket in the fleece lined shirt.
We started
and I was
screaming
like,
and cheering.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
It was crazy.
Good thing we tipped, because they might have been like, "Oh, sorry, we're already."
We re-tipped.
Oh, I know. I'm just
it was
saying,
another tip.
Well, that's kind of the moral of the story, which I always think you should always treat anyone with respect and love and care. But
right.
Especially in these scenarios, people that are doing all of the shit that you don't want to do. That was, you got to show them their love and make sure you take care of them. And they were amazing. And then actually when he came back, we realized that we'd forgot to unload the dishwasher. And we were like, sorry, one more little thing.
They had to make another box.
Do you actually mind making one more of those little cardboard boxes? Do you have room in there? And then he was, no sweat. Oh my gosh. No, Of course, no problem. They were incredible. But wow, there just had to be one final little thing on moving day. But it was great. We made it back safe.
I wanted to throw up.
Oh my gosh. That was wild. But
we made it.
Anyways, we made it and made it through. And next up, New Year's in 2026.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is going to do it for today's episode. A friendly reminder to subscribe. And you can also subscribe on YouTube so you can watch an episode, so you can see those Buy Nothing photos I showed firsthand, not miss those. And then, as always, leave your ratings and reviews on Spotify and Apple. We love seeing those and getting all of your feedback. But thank you all so much for listening, and we'll talk to you next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Bum 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 bum.